Hello world. I presumably just woke up as being the Omega to the Alpha. I figured out what a cyber hex is. I figured out what AO technology means. Look at my hair. I'm gonna be in a commercial. Woo! Anyway, uh, only thing about long hair. So life sucks and then you die. Point blank. Life sucks then you die. Ooh, got flex on him. Got flex on him. Anyway, so yeah, I figured out what all that stuff means. There's been devices in my room for months now. Um, Wi-Fi's been tapped. You know, voice to skull technology is real, and they've been using it since the 50s. So what does that tell you? I'm basically blowing the top off of this. I was at Triangle Springs. I went off to rehab recently. I was at Triangle Springs and I ran upon a little composition book and it had Selena Gomez's name in it with a picture behind it. We are coming. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I ran into a transgender person on a bus and I was told that all the bloodlines are coming together. I know prophecy is unfolding and this is the end times. I was in a ceremony ritual, outdoor degrees, and I saw a cloud turn into the hand, what I presume to be the hand of God. Reach across the sky, whoop, pull the sun back over, two panes of glass came out, shone the sun into me. So, what can we do besides trust, allow, pray, and obey? And spit on everybody's grave that did us wrong because we pray for our enemies. But the only reason God is God of gods is because he is merciful and merciless at the same time. Which brings me to primordial chaos. I've learned, some people may differ in their walk, but I learned that the order in chaos is nothingness. And I was just listening to a lecture, and he was talking about returning to God and returning to nothingness. But how can God be nothingness if God is the God of creation? I guess we'll figure that out along the way. Or maybe it's misinformation. Some people get bad information, and then you're at a chicken plant at 9:30 in the morning whenever you were supposed to be there at 1 the next morning. You know what I mean? Well, we just got to keep walking and just keep praying. Prayer works. It'll come to a point to where it's almost instantaneous. Like I've literally been on my knees in the floor. I asked for the four. Some would say that's the quadrants, but the spirit or the mind, the soul, the body, and what's the other one that I did? The mind, the soul, the body, and something else. I guess the spirit. I don't know. I can't remember now. But anyway, I asked for that connection with that individual that I found in the composition book. And about as soon as the words left my mouth, I'm doing all this number. I can't speak. Like, what? Man, that boy's possessed by the devil. Might be. Hell, I might be the devil. You don't know. I might be Jesus reincarnate. Or I might be just an individual going through through some heavy psychological operations so I can manifest heaven on earth within my own walk. And it's not even for everybody. I may be an individual that's on the forward edge of Christ conscience. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know, right? And I may be an individual who got it all right. I like to believe that one, because that's a perceivable reality to me. People will just cross your paths for a reason. I think they said in the Bible that Saul, before he was Paul or whatever, he didn't even know Jesus until Jesus was dead. He came to him in spirit. I might be wrong about that, but I believe that's what I recall. Look at this fucking rat's nest that I got. Look at that. Whew. I love it. My mama loved my long hair. My mom is dead. I made an altar when my mom died, and I'm not proud of it, but I summoned up the devil, and he showed up. He, she, him, whatever, Shem, it, the holy archangel of Lucifer, or the unholy cast member of a secret society. Who knows? This is all just my experience. I'm not associated directly with any hall or lodge. Like I say, outdoor degrees, bro. Like, God did all this for me after I knew I was safe and secured and sanctified. Because I did as above, so below. And I got out with my soul. And I got out with a primordial. And I got out with that four-headed goat. Shots fired. But anyway, in exchange for my mother to be with me for eternity, no matter where I go, I offered up my heart, which we know the heart is wicked and deceivious. Anyway, so you can have all my heart except for that little spot where my mom and Jesus will reside forever. Well, guess what? Kudos to you, Massengill, because maybe a month later, a couple months later, I don't know, I was here in Maple Hill, North Carolina, with the girl I was dating at the time, Leah Renee, and which is my Wonderwall. She was a soul terror from me. But anyway, something told me to go to my mama's grave. And when I hear that voice, I go, okay. Well, I went up there that night, and I was trying to do something. I didn't know what I was trying to do, but something inside of me was trying to do something. Well, I laid down beside my mama's grave, head to head, and I passed out. I woke up the next morning in my bed. Everything, oh my God, it worked. Oh my God, it worked. Oh my God. All right. Whew. So I went to the bathroom, and right here, I had a snow white spot about as big as my thumbprint. Boop. Well, there's only one soul, that went down and came up, snow white clean, without calling on any legions of angels. Weird. Why did that happen to me? Hours later, I get a phone call from my sister, my only blood sister. Bring, bring, bring. Nick. What is going on? Calm down, chill out. What's good? Well, apparently she had overdosed on heroin that night. And when she came to from all the Narcans and shit, she first thing she saw was Mama standing on the edge of the woods. Weird. Right? I'm not spitting on my mama's grave. But God is real. The devil is not a lie. And primordial souls are real. Yet Jesus is the most powerful of them all. How can Jesus be the most powerful of them all if Lucifer knew that he was powerful enough to be able to mastermind and overthrow God? Because Jesus can forgive. And can you imagine being Lucifer and just trying to, having your meetings with God on his throne and just being like, yo, this ain't jiving, bro. This ain't jiving, bro. Like, I am your right hand. Like, I'm your right hand man. And I'm telling you, something ain't right here. He don't give a damn. What? Then the next thing you know, these people say the same thing. Whether he did it mischievously, I don't know. Because he was the most beautiful, the most powerful. Some people say he's the most ancient and the most free. No puns intended. And if anybody takes any of this the wrong way, I can't apologize. Because this is my walk. And I'll be frank, I finally feel like I found a couple reasons to live. But I wouldn't mind dying. I wouldn't mind dying. I've actually killed myself twice during this whole as above, so below process. And the fact of having voice to skull technology from military, but I'm not military. So that's the weird part about it. Technically on paper, I'm not a Freemason. Technically on paper, I'm not a military personnel. But I just happen to go through this stuff because of things that I've studied upon my own. Whether it be from the Bible, whether it be from forbidden knowledge, whether it be from civil affairs, psyops, whether it be from the overall brute mentality of a devil dog. I don't know. But I know that I went out to the barn one day and I was in the second story of the barn here at the house. And I knew that I was being messed with. Something more powerful than me. Something that had a hold on me. So I had to think. You dumbass. Renewal of your heart and mind. Why ain't it working properly, Nick? So I exclaimed out, Lucifer! We need to speak! In a very harsh tone. And way off in the woods, I heard a branch crack. If you know anything about hurricanes, you know what that sounds like. And I'm from North Carolina. Look, I mean, it's windy right now. It's beautiful, ain't it? I moved that whole wood pile from that tree over there that they cut down. I'd like to be here when they burn it, but I kind of don't want to be. I kind of feel like I have a future and stuff elsewhere. So we'll see how that all plays out. Some people say that if you fall into a relationship and, all that jazz, that you're like selling out and stuff. And I see that. I've agreed to that. But my thing is, we're communal animals. And we can do things for ourselves. We can live for ourselves. We can love ourselves. But we can also do that with another individual. It's just finding that right individual. Hence CyberHex. Hence AO technology. Hence my entry into the industry. I hate my gaps. Some people like them. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. But they say it makes me cute. My hair makes me cute. Oh, everybody likes a cute little puppy. And I'm just a puppy that lost his way. Trying to get a forever home. So essentially, heaven on earth is inside you. It's not just a perception, because the second coming of Christ is here, whether you accept it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you realize it or not, or whether you just call me a blasphemous heathen. It's to the max world, it's to the max nation, baby. One.